Olive. Olive. A small, oval fruit with a hard pit, often used for oil or eating. Opponent. Opponent. Someone who competes against or opposes another in a contest or debate. Optimism. Optimism. The belief that good things will happen or that outcomes will be positive. Orchard. Orchard. A piece of land planted with fruit trees. Organizer. Organizer. A person who arranges or coordinates an event or activity. Orient. Orient. The eastern part of the world, especially Asia. Oriental. Oriental. Relating to the East, particularly Asia. Ornament. Ornament. An object used to decorate or embellish something, typically for aesthetic purposes. Orphanage. Orphanage. A home for children without parents. Ostrich. Ostrich. A large flightless bird native to Africa, known for its speed. Ounce. Ounce. A unit of weight equal to 1/16 of a pound. Outdo. Outdo. To perform better than someone else. Outgoing. Outgoing. Sociable and confident in social situations, leaving a place. Output. Output. The amount of something produced, to produce something. Outsider. Outsider. A person not involved in a particular group or activity. Outskirts. Outskirts. The areas surrounding the outskirts of a city or town. Outward. Outward. Directed toward the outside or external. Outwards. Outwards. Toward the outside. Overall. Overall. Complete or including everything, generally speaking. Overdue. Overdue. To do something too much or to an excessive degree. Overeat. Overeat. To eat too much food. Overflow. Overflow. To flow over the edges of something, often causing a mess. Overhear. Overhear. To accidentally hear a conversation not intended for you. Oversleep. Oversleep. To sleep longer than intended or miss something due to oversleeping. Overwhelm. Overwhelm. To overpower or flood someone emotionally or physically. Overwork. Overwork. To work too much or too hard. Oyster. Oyster. A type of shellfish commonly found in coastal waters, often eaten raw or cooked. Ozone. Ozone. A gas composed of 3 oxygen atoms, often found in the Earth's stratosphere. Pacific. Pacific. Relating to peace or promoting calmness and harmony. Packet. Packet. A small package or parcel. Paddle. Paddle. A flat, often long tool used for steering or propelling a boat through the water. Paradox. Paradox. A statement or situation that appears contradictory but may reveal a truth. Pane. Pane. A single sheet of glass in a window or door. Parallel. Parallel. Two or more lines that are always the same distance apart and never meet. Parlor. Parlor. A room in a house used for receiving guests. Participant. Participant. Someone who takes part in an event or activity. Particle. Particle. A very small piece or amount of something. Partly. Partly. To some extent but not completely. Passionate. Passionate. Showing or caused by strong feelings or beliefs. Pastime. Pastime. An activity that someone does for enjoyment when not working. Pastry. Pastry. A dough of flour, water, and fat that is baked and often filled with sweet or savory fillings. Patch. Patch. A small piece of material used to cover a hole or reinforce a weak spot. Patent. Patent. An exclusive right granted for an invention. Patriot. Patriot. A person who vigorously supports their country. Patrol. Patrol. To walk or travel around an area to monitor or guard it. Patron. Patron. A person who supports or funds an organization or activity, often as a regular customer. Peacock. Peacock. A large bird known for its colorful, eye-spotted tail feathers. Peasant. Peasant. A farmer or agricultural laborer of low social status. Peck. Peck. To strike or bite something with a beak. Peddler. Peddler. A person who travels from place to place selling small goods. Peek. Peek. To look quickly or secretly at something. Peg. Peg. A small hook or pin used for holding things or marking a position. Penetrate. Penetrate. To pass through or into something, often forcefully or with difficulty. Perceive. Perceive. To become aware of or understand something through the senses. Perch. Perch. A spot for a bird to rest or for someone to sit at a high place, to sit or rest on something. Performer. Performer. A person who acts, sings, dances, or entertains others in public. Peril. Peril. Serious and immediate danger. Perish. Perish. To die or be destroyed, often in a violent or sudden way. Permissible. Permissible. Allowed by law or rules. Persist. Persist. To continue doing something despite difficulties or opposition. Personnel. Personnel. The people employed in an organization or company. Pessimism. Pessimism. A belief that the worst will happen or that things will go badly. Pier. Pier. A structure built out into the water for ships to dock or people to walk on. Pilgrim. Pilgrim. A person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons. Pillar. Pillar. A tall, vertical structure used to support a building. Pimple. Pimple. A small raised red spot on the skin, often filled with pus. Pinch. Pinch. To squeeze something between two surfaces, often painfully. Piss. Piss. To urinate. Pistol. Pistol. A small firearm designed to be held in one hand. Plague. Plague. A contagious bacterial disease or something that causes distress or annoyance. Plantation. Plantation. A large estate or farm where crops such as cotton, sugar, or tobacco are grown. Playwright. Playwright. A person who writes plays.